All right. Hello. Hopefully you can hear me. I have had quite the time tonight messing with the computer. I'm not sure. Part of it is I think it upgraded itself to Windows 11 today. That probably in there. Okay. There we go. Better. We added a new monitor here today too. Just in the picture. All right. But I didn't have a lot of time to get everything set up. So bully on me. Hopefully, can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? Bueller? Bueller? Am I coming in loud and clear? I hope. Got lots of things to go over tonight. Once I know people can hear me. Yep. Okay. Do I sound all right? Too quiet? Too loud? I was having to mess with everything here 15 minutes ago to try to get everything going again. Can hear fine. All right. I'm going to take that as we're good to go. All right. Give everybody a couple of minutes to get in and started. First thing, I do want to apologize for missing last week. I didn't put a notice up and I should have put something afterwards. I was in the middle of working on stuff here at the shop Wednesday night. And by the time I realized what time it was like almost 11 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, I missed doing my show tonight. So I do apologize for that. But it was good. We were getting lots of stuff done here. So kind of some stuff we'll talk about tonight. But I hope everybody else has been doing well since the last time we talked 2 weeks ago. The crazy world that we live in. I know that it's been pretty busy. Everything's been going good. We have had lots of new people showing up, lots of books going out, a couple of new stores. It has been crazy all over. Isn't that the truth? Dana Murphy still working. There. Hopefully that's going to work. Everybody got a lesson with change. Worry about it. What are you doing? I'm trying to, I had a bit of a issue show, and I'm trying to make sure everything is working. And what are you? Who are you? Are you my wife? My mother? Do what I want to do. My show. All right. So, all right. So we've had enough time to get here. Okay. So we're going to talk about. Oh, hi, Tiger. How you doing? All right. So some of the good new things that we've got going on. Try to get in. All right. Turn on our. Here we go. He says it's like magic. Okay, so if you might have noticed, we have a new dual cast model out. Zoom in, just fire. You can do it, camera. Okay. This is the new dual cast. It used the same master that we used for the resin mold. So in the line work, detail work, it is just as crisp and clean as the resin one. The new dual cast crossbow. They turned out really, really nice. It's a hunk of. I'm very, very happy with it. Like I said, if you have a resin one to compare it to, you can't tell the difference until you touch them. Just the difference, feel of the material. But it is, all the detail is crisp and clean. And this is just one I grabbed out of the production. Used it to shoot the picture. I believe so that gets it out. The Tuseki 2 is out now. I believe the Vindicator is the next one. Might be it'll be sometime later this month. I plan on getting out a release sheet. We're timing it out right now. We are, and that's part of last week why I was missed the show. I've been making molds like crazy, so we will continue on. And now that we kind of got a way going, we'll go from there. Okay. All right, so we went on about that for a minute. Zoom back out. Bit here. Voila. Okay, as you've heard us kind of hint around a little bit about, y'all are familiar with our nice resin dictator. This is actually the original 3D model. So I think it's the same. I don't think we upsized it final. I hope so. This is what I had on the shelf. So this is original 3D. So we got that there. And then we have all right, the Starhawk 7. Turn me on. Yeah, that is the Starhawk 7. This is a test print that I did on the 3D printer. It is too big. by about 10% or so. The top of this here, going by the original miniatures, should be about at the top, at the middle of this. So this is about how far it's got to come down. So the top of this shoulder here will come down. So it'll look significantly. I mean, when you take 10% off these models, it makes a big difference, but it's close. But we can look at it and talk about it and massage it, but until we actually have a physical hold up against it, it's hard to do. So I'm going to try to get it some out of the light, see some of the. I mean, this thing is just got stuff everywhere. See, he's a chunker. He's kind of in 3 pieces still. Being kind of scaled to the big difference. 32 millimeter to 10 millimeter. But I'm really, really happy with it. Turned out really, really good. It's a good for a new model. Be getting it into production. I can't tell you 100% sure when this one is going to be ready for actual casting. I'm talking to a couple of different casters right now. So we're very close. We get it sized out right. We'll get a good print, get masters in, and go from there. Now, to kind of give you an idea of how these scale with 32 millimeter, I grabbed some of these guys here. These are Reaper miniatures, and they're called Nova Core. They're listed on their site app. But these were actually miniatures that were originally sculpted up a 32 millimeter CAV game back in the day. So, but you can kind of see how they scale with the resin model. Like so. If you're looking for these, basically, these will get flipped back into the CAV line, mercenaries, troops. So you have a desire to start and play only. These are what we are scaling our new models. So when you see the new figures that we're working on, 32 mil that Chris has been doing, that'll give you an idea of. Now these are metal. I don't know if you can get the metal ones or not. They've got them out. They look fun. I've got some. Fired them up, show up. So anyway, so if you can look at the Nova Core stuff on Reaper, you'll see that's what those. There's a Mal Vernon. That's where those go. I believe there's just 6 of them. All right, putting them back over here in the now. Okay. The metal is still available. I was thinking that they were. Hopefully I'll be talking to them. I don't know if much as the CAV, but it's available. My plan is I'm still talking to Ed about those. I'd like to get the masters for those and put them on cast. So we'll see how it goes. Last metal that I priced was $22 a pound. So with the mix that we use, people use different mixes. So especially if they still put a little lead in theirs or something, they might get it a little cheaper. But you can, yeah, not it's not getting any better for sure. Okay. Oh, there's Dana. There she finally makes her appearance. Okay. Any questions? Anything I can go over? Or I move into my next little deal. The and the crossbow is available right now, so it is $6.99. It's a little more than the Tuseki 2 just because of the volume size. It's just a bigger chunk. Uses more material. Turn me back. I know you want to. Whoa! It's like man. Metal, and it's just metal is going to become a kind of the new version resin, I guess. What's funny though is I was talking to the group on Messenger one night. Is the dual cast material that we use is actually more per pound than metal. No, well, not it's close, but the difference in what you get out of it. I've got Kodiak Masters that are in metal, so I weighed one, and I think it came out to about 7 ounces. So on $22 a pound metal, you're almost at a half pound right there, like $10. I mean, that's what I'm paying to cast that miniature right off the bat, not taking into account labor, molds, overhead, anything like that. It's a $10 bill for casting one Kodiak. That same Kodiak in dual cast weighs 5/8 of an ounce. It is, yeah. So I mean, that's just it's just nuts. So that helps keep the prices down. Ah. All right. So last time I was on, I was working on my building because I'm trying to get it ready for the photograph so that I can finish putting it up. Yeah, it's going to go up a week. Well, they're getting ready to get listed. Get ready. This one's going to be pretty much done. Hopefully tonight and tomorrow. Then we'll get photographs of it. I'm still trying to decide. I wanted to put the white marker paper in it so that I could light it up. So first things first is I need to go grab. Hold on just a second. I have to grab a plate. All right. Put some paint in. All right, so first things first, I need to dry brush lighter color. Got my grays here. Gray might be a little too dark. Skeleton bone, or too light, I mean. Oh, all right, we're gonna go with the black. Just need to put some highlights on it. You know, we are missing someone. He's probably eating dinner. He's in here. Probably made him mad when I. Hopefully not. Mix our gray up here a little bit. La 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 la. My mixer is missing a foot. Figure out what happened to the foot. All righty, ready. Color in here. Brush to dry brush with. All right. Let's see if we can finish really messing this. Together. Has any questions? Try to. Well, we've got the other three aircraft to finish. We've got the Vindicator, the Longbow, and Gast. And then we're trying to get some of the other stuff out of the way first. We got the some of the metal models to get switched over, the Amit and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get all those done because I've got the metal masters already for them, and they're the easiest, fastest ones for us to. Then we are in the process of getting the masters in. Some of the new stuff that's showing up. Got to figure out what I'm going to do with my doors. Color. I was going with my sky windows. Um, I don't know. Have I thought about it? Yes. Is it something that I want to mess with? Probably not, because it's not. I mean, we're doing them regardless, so it's not like we're trying to get them in, into the queue coming. We may try to do some kind of specials down the road. Well, and they are kind of lower priority in the grand scope of things. It's just since I've got metal masters for them already, it's just a matter of getting a mold on and put them in the production line. Trying to get as much stuff out there as we can. I know the heavy infantry um, is going to be switching over to dual cast, and then as soon as we have the new figures for the light and the power armor, doing those. Certainly colors makes them not as splotchy. How much will be done by Christmas? I don't know. We're not going to try to get everything in the mother new model wise out the door right off the bat, because we have so many and we've got the other stuff that we're doing, and we have to have stuff to keep releasing. You can't release everything in a month. And that's part of, it's stuff that's already out. If we can just get it switched over into dual cast, help. And that, it's kind of like a new release and not a new release at the same time. Too. Done it. Summon the devil. James probably eat James dinner time. That's true. He was already in here. Talk. Jumped on me earlier. Jonathan's here. Yeah, whatever. Agua. It's agua. Agua. Just brushing around here. I have. I liked it. I don't know that you can consider my opinion that great because I like the first one. So David Lynch. Matter of fact, me and my youngest son and my wife watched it that first night, and then we immediately watched the. Time's sake. I felt that they left out some stuff that probably should have not been left out. All right, I need a little. Yeah, no, they were very accurate with the deal. They just left out, they didn't explain about the mentats and some stuff that I thought they should have done a little better job with. I actually had I used one of my um, Audible credits to get the book. I had intended on re-listening to it too before. I got into reading uh, the Aragon books, and those I'm done with them. Really kept my attention at. Now there's a book. Hopefully somebody will come back at some time and redo that. Movie was not even close. Well, Aragon got me kind of in a fantasy mood, and so I have gone back and am listening to the Lord Falsbane book. I did download the guy that wrote The Martian, did the movie with Matt Damon. He's got a new book out and got it because I really liked his Martian book. So no idea what's whatever. Anybody have you been watching the uh, Foundation series on Apple? There's you some good sci-fi. Well, I normally don't either, but their app is on the Xbox, so I can just do it there. And I really wanted to watch Ted Lasso, and so I just went ahead and I was like, what's another $4? But they've got Foundation. They're getting ready to do Wheel of Time, which will be awesome series. I've got. Is that Apple or I don't know. Amazon's got Lord of. But if you have not watched Ted Lasso, I strongly recommend. Uh, Also on Netflix, the new Lock and Key came out series. If you have not watched that, that's worth a watch. She's going. Bunch of a tip left. Apparently, talking about Wheel of Time shut everybody up. Hey, I'll talk CAV if you guys will ask me CAV questions. Where are we at on everything? I am still trying to get the rules update all finished up. Writing time very curtailed. I don't know. Might we might be able to we might get one out in and I would argue that the crossbow is new. Um, it was originally only done in resin. There weren't a whole lot of them out there, so most people have not had access to them. So I thought it was very important to get those out off the bat since we had masters. Get a lot of people asking for them. Because if you've got a Templar or a Mount Vernon force, most people don't have the dual cap. I mean, well, I did. Depends on how you want to look at it. I mean, you could use that mentality to say then the Spatha isn't new or the Cobra. Anyway, we just do what we can do. I know that the Despot B is high on the list, especially because we are out of regular Despot. Actually, the one I'm more excited. I can't wait to see the Mastodon. That's the I'm really looking in all actuality. Yeah, and the Hind. Yeah, now, and we're going to have to do a little bit of retooling on the uh, hind, because the way that we had done the rotor blades is not going to cast in dual cast. Going to have to kind of rejigger that a little. But it's not a big out of the blue kind of a change. They're too thin and just the shape of them. We're gonna have to come up with a little different way for them to cast. Basically, right now with it being in one piece, you're trying to get your material down to the middle and then go out, and that's not the easiest thing to do in more than one. So, like I said, nothing huge. It's just going to have to be a little bit of a different way of thinking. So I had turned the heater on. I was not ready for that to already be. Not ready for that. Oh, we'll try. We'll see if we can try it out, Elrin. Because the material that we use, it begins clear, um, and then we add colorant to it. So might be interesting to see if we can make it work. Just for grins and giggles. I was hoping for a nope. Well, it certainly won't be anything that will be anything time soon. Don't get your hopes up too. Okay, well, we are getting about that time. So hopefully I will get that finished tomorrow. Be able to get it ready for go from there. Okay, so kind of last minute going over things talked about tonight. The new crossbow, dual cast crossbow, is now available. We are getting closer to our resin version of the Starhawk 7. So looking forward to getting him done. Really happy with the way it turned out. If you're looking for some 32 millimeter figures right off the bat, Reaper has their Nova Core, which were originally designed for CAV. So, and for some of those, give you an idea of kind of what we're using for what we're basing our new figures off of. And I think with that, I'm going to call it a night. It's 9 o'clock. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Do very much appreciate it. As always, if you have any questions, please put them on Facebook. I will do my best to get to them as quickly as possible. So, from me to you. See you later.